Today I am going to look at one of the very important Ayurveda herb and also native plant and endemic to India and Sri Lanka, and a little bit it is available in other places, and also it is there in gardening trade and all. But in its by growing on its own in a natural environment is very rare. So I found a small patch in one of the farm borders, so I am going to cover it today. It's called in Ayurveda, it's called Vaatagni. Vaatagni means air, and Vata is that airy element, space element, and then Agni is a fiery element. So it's a combination for problems concerning those two, Vata and Pitta and all. And in botanical terminology, it's called Justicia genderussa, I think. Anyway, correct title I'll write on the video heading. It likes this. It can tolerate at least this quite a heavy shade, and in nature it grows in this kind of place, forest border, and then moist semi-shaded areas. In directly exposed sunlight, I don't think it occurs well in nature. So that is the general habitat. I'll show the place a bit. To my left is this valley number 2, one of the Arakanut farm I covered a few times. It's readily infested, and then they spray that weedicide. They haven't sprayed this plant on the side anyway. Then if I go straight up, it goes to that paddy field. There are streams on two sides. And then this is a small neglected part of the farm, some half acre or 1 acre on the edge. There, along with some of that coffee species plants, then fishtail, and the syzygium, and then all such plants are there, that potoscandens and all. Then we'll have a close look at the plant now. As we look at the plant, I'll whatever I could find on with my sources in textbooks and literature about it and all, I'll narrate a little bit. So that's the flower. It's quite a pretty flower. Botanical name is Justicia genderussa, genderussa, genderussa. And it's a powerful herb, and also it's a phytomediator. That is, it is capable of remedying the polluted places, heavily polluted places, because this plant through the roots, it absorbs that aluminum, iron, copper, among other things. So there may be other pollutants also involved. In places like this copper mine and aluminum factories and all such places, where the soil gets contaminated by the dust and all such things, and the soil gets too much of those metals, that soil gets completely contaminated, and anything that grows there also tends to be unfit for human consumption. Then removing that aluminum also is a very tedious and expensive process. So there are some plants that are able to accept that kind of hostile location and situation, and are able to suck up that pollutant from the soil into the leaves. So this one, if you plant in such a place, it will remove those toxic stuff from the soil. So that is one important use of this species. Then however, if it is used for that bioremediation and biomediation and all, then after later it shouldn't get used as a herb also, because it will be full of that aluminum or whatever it has absorbed. So to be used as a herb, it must be from an unpolluted place where the uh, where traceability is there, where people can prove that it has been grown in a non-polluted place. So for these herbs and all, it's important that this traceability is there. Otherwise, if it is grown in a polluted area, that pollutants will already be in the soil and they'll get absorbed into the plant, and from there they will get absorbed by us through the system. And if the person is already compromised health and weak and all, that will be a bad thing. So whenever you buy herbal stuff, make sure there's traceability. Traceability is they should be able to trace that herb right down back to the farm where it's grown through a third party inspection and all. It's a bit complicated, but it's there. Then coming back to this Justicia genderussa, it's endemic to India and Sri Lanka in moist forests, and then it's been over harvested for medicine, and therefore it is very much threatened in its wild. So overall it is not a threatened species because it has made it into gardens and people are keeping it. But more, it's good for everyone concerned, for all of us Indians to have this in our gardens and all, and encourage our native plants, and by giving them some shelter, love and affection and all, and a place in our gardens. So that then Vaatagni is an important herb of Ayurveda, and then it is used for serious problems like paralysis, facial paralysis, asthma, arthritis and many other things. So powerful herb. Also this scientific people have investigated its chemical whatever constituents, and they found that it is a excellent male contraceptive. So non-hormonal male contraceptive. So if it is used for contraception, it is it's not going to screw up the hormone balance of the person who is consuming it. So many other properties are there, but that's a subject by itself. So that's one thing. And then flowers are quite attractive actually when you look at it in close quarters. It looks like that cardamom flowers, to my eyes at least. Cardamom flowers also like this, and it's very hardy. It can be multiplied from stems. Look at the base of one plant now. So now here one stem has kind of slanted down. So this, if there is contact with the earth here or here, there itself it will root. And even here you can see this new plant has come out from underground. So it's easy to multiply, propagate, take care and all. Looks also pretty. Simple shape is there, and to touch and all, leaves are quite nice, smooth and nice. Then since it tolerates shade, as I mean, the proof is in the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So it's I can see it thriving beautifully. Nobody is watering, fertilizing, nothing. Survived quite well. It's a small patch of about 20 plants. So without any support, when it can survive, it's a hardy plant. If you get it into your garden and grow it as in a pot or in some corner or in the balcony also, because shade loving plants are good for they survive in the balconies. And if these landscape people who are interested in uh, biodiversity garden and all those people, they can also they should have this plant, because it's an important herb, bioremediation. Then it looks pretty, it's hardy, it can tolerate shade, all those things are there. So it's a great plant. Let me try to go close to that dragonfly. And see how this dragonfly, he likes the location. Blue, green, red, yellow, orange, all colors are there. So that's a little bit about this Vaatagni.